Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your end of September 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Boy, it sure is an overcast, gloomy day, so I'm glad I have this lamp here. It makes everything so much brighter. I have a new deck that I'm using. The holographic tarot, so just a heads up there. Wow, getting a lot of major arcanas. How many? Oh, just 5 out of 6. Nothing to see here. The heart of the matter is the Justice card. And I was thinking, I immediately think of astrology and thinking, what's going on with Scorpio? What's going on in that 7th house, which is the house of not only committed partnership, but also legal matters. And that is Taurus, your opposite sign for you. So what is going on in Taurus? Well, there are lots of things going on in Taurus. First of all, you have Jupiter in Taurus. I'm talking in transits. Jupiter is in Taurus. You have Uranus in Taurus. And you also have I think this is the thing that this is about, is the lunar eclipse in Taurus. But that's happening at the end of October. However, even though this is for the end of September, perhaps the eclipses will affect some of you then. So the Justice card can be seeking justice. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you have a court case already on the docket. It might mean that perhaps you're just awaiting a decision. Perhaps you're thinking about taking a matter to court. So the thing that I always think about is getting divorced. But in the workplace, it can even be something about, fairness in pay and things like that. And Scorpio rules the 8th house, which is about other people's money or shared resources. So it can be something like an inheritance, perhaps. So all of those possibilities are there. In the past position, is the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card that is connected to the planet Jupiter. I just said Jupiter is in Taurus. So to me, they always talk about this is a lucky card. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, it's about good fortune. I talk about alignment, that the person is doing things that put them in a place that is connected to what they feel they are all about. That it's not foreign to them. Something in your life may have been really aligning with you. I'm wondering if there's a Sagittarian in some of the Scorpio's lives, because we have Temperance in the challenge position that is connected to Sag. And so perhaps it's not going as well as you wanted and you're getting away from that. Justice is connected to the sign of Libra. If that is something that makes sense, that's to the other side of you. Sag is to one side. I'm talking about astrologically. So it's like the wind's blowing in your favor. That's what just came into my mind. So if you have been feeling the exact opposite, you just went through an eclipse cycle. So maybe it feels like things are starting to settle down. And when you have that last eclipse in Taurus, that will probably, mark the end of a lot of changes in some Scorpios' lives for a while, which you might be very happy about. The higher message is the Six of Cups. This is a card of idyllic times, childhood, the past, nostalgia. Um, did I say children? Because that's part of this. And the, for instance, let's say somebody is getting divorced and Scorpio feels like, oh, that's terrible, that I'm getting divorced. If they have children, I want my children to be in a home with, two parents or whatever is going on. Remember that if you want to preserve children's innocence, you want to have a home environment that is, free from drama, where it's not fraught with tension. So that should be the goal, is to preserving the innocence of children. And sometimes it does take that kind of measure to get there. Sometimes it isn't the wise thing to just try to create that structure in an outer way, because it's really not cohesive. Also, there may be something, this is like a soulmate energy. So there may be someone waiting in the wings. And some of you may have hooked up with this person recently when we had the Venus retrograde. That's always a possibility. But there's something like when the Venus retrograde occurred, it was in your 10th house of career. So if this is connected to career matters and you have, you feel like finally you're being paid fairly for your work, and there was some kind of salary renegotiation or something like that, and it did come out in your favor, you may discover that it wasn't where it's at for you, that wasn't really the whole thing. You thought that it was just a case of wanting more money, and you realize that perhaps this wasn't what you wanted to do in the first place. The Temperance card is in the challenge position. This is about as above, so below, meaning that the spiritual and the material are not separate. The person has one foot on, or I said person, could say more of an angel, one foot in the water, one foot on land, the material and the spiritual. And we can live like this. We should live like this, shouldn't we? I don't know. Seems like it makes sense to me, not being immersed too much in the material. Hello, Devil card. And then it's funny, the Devil and the Hermit. That's the material and the spiritual too. Isn't that wild that I got those two cards side by side, or one after the other? What's coming in is the Devil. This is a card connected to Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Satan and Saturn. See the similarities there? And the people who are naked, which symbolizes lust, are chained together by their lust. And they are like subjugated by the Devil. The Devil is their commander. So this can be a card of lust, but also materialism, or over materialism. Greed. The person is living, is making choices because of false values, or values that don't align with higher purposes. And it doesn't have to be that bad. It might just be like a realization of, whoa, I made this choice for the wrong reason or wrong reasons. And just seeing that and going, wow, okay. And that's all that it takes, because you can always right that ship, you know. And it's really interesting. Yeah, sometimes this does happen where we think something is this blessing, this is going to lead to so many great things, and you realize something isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And then the outcome card, the Hermit, searching within, not looking for other people's opinions on your situation, doing some soul searching. This is that, it's kind of like that your ruler, Pluto, retrograding. Maybe that, because it's your ruler, it makes you in that mode of looking within instead of looking at the outer world and seeing what they're doing. Because with the Justice card, I could even see something where you really feel that something was unfair. And you decided that you were going to get what's coming to you in a good way. And in the process, discovered that even if you won, that it was an empty victory. That it really wasn't where it was at, and maybe you were doing it for the wrong reasons. So again, sometimes I think of inheritance situations where someone feels that they're really entitled to something, and maybe they are, maybe legally they are, but it doesn't give them what they're hoping for. There's so much unpleasant interactions and bad blood that it just it lowers the person in a different way. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I am promoting my double astrology readings called my deep dive readings, perfect for Scorpios, and especially this time of year because it's an hour of natal chart analysis, but also an hour of transits for the upcoming 12 months. And it gives you this kind of idea of the themes that may play out in your life as you approach your solar return. So that's a time when we tend to think about the future. So I have other package deals, including the Deep Dive Plus, a full-length tarot reading called The Whole Enchilada, and single readings too. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.